Adulteration is everywhere to the core. You cannot rely or trust anyone because whatever I grow, I want the best to be given to the consumer because the same food from the same store is going back to my family as well. And I cannot cheat myself.
See, if you put 3 kgs of seed, you get 1 kilo of oil. A pure 1 liter of groundnut oil, you will get at a cost of 300 rupees to 350 rupees. This is the minimum. So then how come someone is selling at 200 rupees or 250 rupees?
We want to grow everything that we want to grow and we want to give it as genuine as it is. Like from the day one, however it is, till the day last, it is going to be the same. I want to ensure that my farm is organic and sell it in the name of naturally grown. So I believe in that. I want to give the best product to the people. As much as I can grow and as much as I can sell, I'm happy with that. I'm not, for the reason of making money, I don't want to sell the false product.
Today we have with us the founders of Hebbevu Fresh, Ashrith Kishan and Amith Kishan, and I'm going to ask them a lot of interesting questions. So, can you tell us the story behind Hebbevu, how it all began?
So it all began in the year of 2016. I mean, we started our journey towards agriculture. We both were ex-bankers. I was a part of Axis, HDFC, ICICI, PNB, similarly for him as well. So we both started our journey towards agriculture. That is when we decided that we should be there in the brand of our own. I mean, every time when we grow something, we weren't able to get a proper value for what we are growing. There was always so many middlemen for every crop that we were growing. That's the reason why we came out with this concept of Hebbevu Fresh. So where there is no middleman, so we take everything that we grow directly to the consumers, and the consumers get the actual value of the product directly to them.
Alright. So how did you go from being bankers to this?
The idea started from one spark which he told me that we wanted to, because after banking we were into real estate. So we were the channel partner for many builders in Bangalore.
Okay.
So later on, he told me that this business is there, but we wanted to create our own brand, and which helps us to run for a longer period. So we were in seek of different segments. So that's where we did some R&D, and we found, okay, agriculture is the segment, and as well as animal husbandry is one more segment which helps us to grow whatever the dream which we had on agriculture and all. So that's where we entered into agriculture. We did almost like 3 years research, how to do, why to do, why not to do, why we should enter into agriculture. We did a proper research, and he had one idea that how to commercialize agriculture into reality. So that's where we have a different brand called Hebbevu Managed Farms, where we are typically working out with the commercial aspect with Hebbevu Farms. And about Hebbevu Fresh, we entered into agriculture, and everyone knows that there was a COVID, there was a lockdown. You will not believe we had somewhere around 40 different varieties of veggies as well as the fruits which was grown. So before the lockdown, he was stuck in Gujarat. He went to get the animals from Gujarat with the family. So he entered that day the lockdown started. So he had some symptoms of COVID and all. So he went to
I had to rush back to Bangalore. I mean, I was with my family, my parents, everyone were here. So I didn't want it to trouble them. So I had to rush back to Bangalore, stay there for a month. It was a very risky task for us to come and go. We had almost like 85 acres of a vegetable farm under us, and it was locked down, and you don't know where to sell them. And we were partnerized with a couple of big brands in the market, and trust me, the same good brand was selling watermelon at cost of 30 rupees, and he was buying a watermelon at a cost of 1 rupee from me.
Oh my God.
So one brother, I was here in the field, he was there in Bangalore. So we used to plan, okay, today we are harvesting, we'll send. So the first lockdown was a case where the laborers were not coming out of the houses. There were barriers for each and every village. Somehow we used to do the harvest. We used to send it to Bangalore, and Bangalore, it was very hectic job because see, Puram market or Care market, that's the place where we used to sell majority of the, because the vendors who were tied up with us, they lived there and they told that we cannot do anything. Yeah. So he went where the polices were behind these people, where the lathi charge, everything started.
Every day there was this lathi charge. Every single day there was a lathi charge.
But you were still
Yeah, we were strong. I mean, we had 85 acres of plantation. What to do with them?
Yeah.
I mean, we are answerable to a couple of investors with us on the farms as well. So that is when we decided that it's done. I mean, that is when we decided we should take this directly to the consumer. We got appointments with a couple of apartments to place our vegetables and things like that. The virtual Hebbevu Fresh market started like that. We had mango harvest also. Our hero product which took Hebbevu Fresh to the new highlight was our mango harvest. I mean, we had this mangoes, huge mango production. I mean, along with all the vegetables, there was mangoes. People come for mango in COVID and they take all the vegetables. So that was the way that Hebbevu Fresh started, and slowly, I mean, the milk also started moving out for us. I mean, we used to give milk in the old way that you see the milk cans and all.
Cans.
Steel
cans.
The steel cans. We were
going to houses, etc.
No, we used to place them on the store where virtual store where we had in all the apartments. They used to come and pick it up. The steel cans, they used to come and pick it up. So that's how it used to run for us.
Throughout COVID.
Throughout COVID. And after COVID, the Hebbevu Fresh store started up.
Okay. So, what inspired you to start a business focusing on wholesome natural foods?
See, the day when we started, we were sure that we would be doing agriculture activities for sure. But the moment when it started up as an Hebbevu Fresh and things like that, I mean, the way if you go and acquire any of the products somewhere outside, everywhere you see the culprit. I mean, the adulteration is everywhere to the core. You cannot rely or trust anyone because whatever I grow, I want the best to be given to the consumer, because the same food from the same store is going back to my family as well. The people who personally know me also consume the food that I provide them, and I cannot cheat myself. The first thing is that I don't want to cheat myself buying someone's goods and selling it in my own brand. Instead, I grow everything. I try to grow maximum of it. Somewhere about 80-85% of it I grow, and about 15 to 20% I procure it from the farmers whom I personally know, and I would be visiting their farm very now and then. That's when I procure it from them. Without this, you will not be able to give it to anyone. I mean, the more fact about this is that we want to be so true to ourselves, and that's the major reason why we are there with everything that we provide.
And this makes easier for the consumer to trace the source, right? Where their food is coming from.
You buy from any brand, whichever you want. The one who buys that particular product, the end customer, will not know the source of the product, where it has been grown, how it has been grown, why it has been grown, something like this. That complete information end customer will not have. See, in India, we invest money on the product whatever we buy, but we don't check. There is no system to check the adulteration of produced goods.
Yeah.
So today you buy rice at 50 rupees and you don't spend 5,000 rupees to check whether it has been adulterated or not. So that is the simple logic. So today whoever who buys, who wants to know the source of the product, one simple answer is Hebbevu Fresh. Where the people who want to buy will know where it has been produced, how it has been produced, why it has been produced, something like that. That complete information one will have, the one who purchased the product from Hebbevu Fresh.
And moreover, this what we are trying to do is reduce this adulteration in the market. I mean, see, there are many people who tell that I am procuring it from so and so farmer, and they tell this is organic, this is natural, and things like that. But today, if you see on the market, I mean, somewhere, if for an example, let me take as milk. There are many brands who tell this is organic milk, and they start procuring it from everyone, outsourcing it from everyone. Okay, there is a farmer who's selling it to them, and he's very honest, but Is everything been organically grown? What are the feed that you're giving to a cow is organically grown? The farm, which is supposed to be organic, if I am supposed to claim that today I'm doing organic farm, I should be under organic certification for the last 4 years. Without that, I cannot tell to boss today it is organic. So many adulteration are happening. I mean, instead of getting into a mode of giving some wrong produce to the consumer, we are trying to give it from our own farm. The best that we could do, we are trying to do it.
I mean, even after the farm, the moment it reaches the consumer, a lot of middlemen get involved
Exactly.
in other brands. That doesn't happen here. Right?
Correct.
Ex-
Here, end to end, everything starting from the tilling of the land, seeding, harvesting, taking care of the products, processing, packing, delivering to the end customer. Everything is only Hebbevu who does it.
Trust me, I get this question very often. Amith, I see there's worm in the tuar dal, or else a worm in the groundnut, any insect inside the groundnut or tuar dal. See what happens, I mean, regularly, for an example, if I'm some big vendor who is procuring from someone, what I do chemical treatment to the produce which is coming to my factory, and then that product is being packed up and sent to the individual. Wherein in Hebbevu, however we grow, the same product is being packed up and sent to you. So that's the reason I don't do any chemical treatment to the produce that I do. That's the reason you might find 1 or 2 insects in the produce that we produce, which ensures, boss, this is purely clean.
Not chemical.
Yeah,
Non-
exactly.
yeah.
And we also give them the timeline. Boss, don't use it after 4 months or 5 months or 6 months. If you pass using after 6 months, put it to the sun, then then you can reuse it. This is what we tell to our people, because we don't what you tell do the chemical treatment to the produce that we produce.
So, what does a day in the life of a Hebbevu co-founder look like? How do you spend your day from morning till night?
It differs whether we are in farm or we are in office.
I want to know about the farm.
So the day starts here in the Hebbevu dairy at 3:30 in the morning, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So whereas the first thing what we do is we give water to the cows. Then later on the feed for the cows, cow dung removal, then milking, then again few animals for grazing. We split the animals batch to batch basis. So few animals will go in the first batch. The milking animals will go out as soon as the milking is done. They go out. By then the farm gets washed, cleaned. Then but they'll come back by 10 o'clock in the morning. By then all the feed would be kept, fodder would be kept in front of them. We'll tie them. Then the same procedure follows. By 3 o'clock the same procedure follows with the milking cows.
See, this is entirely a working farm. I mean, from starting morning about 3:30 till night about 8 o'clock. Okay. There will be a lot of work that would be happening. If we talk about the dairy, I mean, dairy guys wakes up at 3:30. They'll have to clean up the cows, clean up the dairy area. They have to feed the cows, give them the water. That work keeps on going. Meanwhile, when we talk about the farm, morning 6 o'clock, we have the first water to be left to the farmland. So there is some certain set of laborers who take care of watering the plants and things like that. And meanwhile, the moment the 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock starts up, there is a set of women who come into the picture. Like they start doing the weeding, they start doing the harvesting of a crop. So all this daily activity would be going on. By the time of noon, lunch, and again the same activity starts up, and it ends up at evening by around 8 o'clock. We have a lot of renovating work that would be going on. We would be rebuilding our sheds, cow sheds. That is one set of activity which would be going on. Meanwhile, the farming, what are the new measures to be taken care, and the drip guys would be. See, this is a never-ending job for us. All 365 days, 24/7. This is a working farm.
And you're supervising it.
Yeah. I mean, the major role goes on my brother. He's the man behind everything. See, the planning and things could be mine. The major execution shall be taken care by my brother. He looks into everything in a very minute way, ensures things are going good and better. And I would be monitoring on everything, like we need this, we need that, things like that.
So, which product in your lineup is your personal favorite and why?
See, we both always have this contradiction. I mean, I would say it is ghee. This guy would say it could be oil. I mean, because he's a farmer. From the core of the farming, he tells that it is oil. For me, it is ghee always because I love my cows. And see, I've been consuming ghee for a very long period right now. I mean, since the birth, I mean, they are giving us ghee and all things like that. See, somewhere the moment when I started dairy farming, I understood that. See, for to make 1 kg of ghee, okay, we need at least 25 liters to 28 liters of milk. So, if the milk has got somewhere about 3.5% to 4.5% of a fat level in it, that is when you would be able to make that into a form of ghee with a tenure of with the total milk quantity of about 25 to 30 28 liters. See how this happens. See, today there are many brands in the market. Okay, they tell you like Amith, they'll tell you like we are selling ghee at a cost of 600 rupees, 700 rupees, 800 rupees, and things like that. And whenever the very first time when I went to a market, okay, I mean, people were telling, sir, we are getting ghee at a cost of 600. Why should I consume your ghee at 2000 rupees or 2500 rupees? So, this was the very regular question for us, which we used to get earlier. So, I used to just counter them, sir, what is the value of the milk that you're consuming? For an example, if you're buying, what is the amount of, what's the actual amount that you're paying for 1 liter of milk in your house? A question to you. Could be almost like 40 rupees or 50 rupees. Okay, 40 rupees into 25 liters, that's almost like 1000 plus rupees. How can someone sell it at a cost of 600 to 800 rupees? See, where is the production cost? Where is this making cost? Where is this packing cost? So, how is he able to give that? Is he always going on an minus on his production, or else is he always taking this, giving us for free, something like that? No one does it for something like that. No, that is the place where the adulteration starts up. Okay, I mean, I have seen many people adding up vanaspati, I mean, the vegetable oil and all to this, and make it into a dalda, something like that.
Instances of palm oil.
Yeah, yeah. See, I recently saw this content. I mean, somewhere it went viral in Chikmagalur or Udupi area. So there was one full village which used to use dalda and some oil to make a ghee and put an essence of a ghee to it to ensure that it is ghee, and it is getting sold as organic ghee in lot of the stores in Bangalore. A lot of small stores in Bangalore telling that it is A2 ghee at a cost of 1000 rupees, A2 ghee at a cost of 1200 rupees. See, trust me, any farmer who is trying to do it genuinely, he cannot sell ghee lesser than 2000 rupees for sure, because we know the amount of a feed that we are giving it to a cow, the amount of an hardship that is going on every single cow, and the fodder, feed, and the maintenance of the cow, everything will ensure us to have it at a cost of at least 2000 rupees plus 2500, something like this. When you're going on a good packing, when you're delivering it on time, and when you are making it in a proper Bilona way, say like we do it. So this makes us to have that kind of an value to it. And this is where I would tell, I mean, the process is very cluster clear and pure in process of making ghee. Because we have the few of the finest cows in our farm, and the milk that we get from it is made into a butter, sorry, curd to butter, butter to ghee. This process is very clear. I mean, I would also like to show that process to you in coming days. I mean, this is how we do it. And this consumption of ghee, I mean, after the ghee has, I mean, now many customers have said me that, Amith, after consuming your ghee, we have seen many changes in our life. I mean, could be the pigmentation, could be, I mean, they always had this digestion issues. They were every time when they after the eating they get that ghee essence. Now they don't get something like that. I mean, because of the consumption of that pure ghee, and apart from that, we don't use any kind of an essence. It's just the ghee flavor you will have. I don't use not even a single preservative to it, neither I use any kind of an essence to it to give you. Many people have come back to me asking, Amit, I don't get that big aroma of the ghee, something like that. See, I tell, see, this is how the ghee is made. I mean, I sell you the pure ghee, and we have a huge fan base for our ghee right now. I mean, in a month, we are easily able to sell at least about 800 plus kilos of a ghee without any hurdle. Yes, that's ghee is my favorite.
So, you want to tell us about oil?
See, oil today. Before I talk about oil, I just wanted to tell you the major problem, whatever you see in the society, the major adulteration, there are two major products where you will see the adulteration to the peaks. One is milk,
Yes.
number two is oil. See, the entire world calculation works out in a simple way. If you put 3 kgs of seed, you get 1 kilo of oil. So that means if I just take an example with groundnut, 3 kgs of seed is required to extract 1 liter of oil. This is the same formula across the globe. Whether it might vary depending upon the fat content in it, it might vary from 2 kilos to 3.5, 4 kilos. By average, you will see a 3 kilos. So 3 kilos today current market, the finest groundnut on a wholesale if we talk, it would be not lesser than 140 rupees per kilo. And the oil content seed, least if we consider, it would be nothing lesser than 90 rupees. 90 into 3, it would be somewhere around 270 rupees. 270 rupees is the raw material cost. And the processing, the packing, everything, it will be somewhere around 350 rupees. A pure 1 liter of groundnut oil you will get at a cost of 300 rupees to 350 rupees. This is the minimum. And today in the market you will get there are many other brands where they sell at 200 rupees, 180 rupees and 200 rupees. See, today whether you do business, whether we do business, anyone does a business, nobody does a business by making loss, correct? So then how come someone is selling at 200 rupees or 250 rupees? Very basic, simple. See, there is something called as paraffin oil. So if you add 100 ml of groundnut oil to 900 ml of paraffin oil, it becomes 1000 ml of groundnut oil. If you add 100 ml of coconut oil to a 900 ml of paraffin oil, it becomes 1000 ml of coconut oil.
And this paraffin oil
See, it is the least form of your crude oil. Earlier, there was a rule that you cannot, olden days people used to dump this paraffin oil in the ocean. And now there's a rule that you cannot dump this, and people are dumping that in human stomach. And see, today this logic works out everywhere in the same way. Why oil is the major product, the favorite product of mine? Because see, today Hebbevu Fresh, whatever oil which we sell, there are many other brands where they sell as cold press oil, where they source the raw material from outside. Whereas here in Hebbevu Fresh, what we do is we grow our raw material. The raw material is being grown in a natural way. You know the source where the raw material is being grown, and the same raw material would be cold press and bought a pure form of oil, and there is no other filtration process, heating process, that this nothing. We keep, in fact, once the oil has been extracted, we keep under the sun for at least 1 week, where the odor comes out, and we filter that oil through the normal cloth, white cloth, and the same oil would be packed and would be delivered to the customer. See, this is the way how we process our oil. And whereas today, whenever you talk about other oils, where you will not have that source of the oil which has been produced, and whenever you cook the oil, whenever you boil the oil, you will get that aroma of groundnut. Whenever you eat something which has been deep fried with this oil, you will get that flavor of groundnut. So that's how we have seen in many olden days, where people used to grow all this and they used to get their oil converted, and that's where the health, they used to get their proper health. Whereas today, by consumption of this adulterated product, you will see majority of problems like kidney problem, heart attack, or
High
cholesterol, or maybe
fatty liver,
calcium deficiency, breast cancer, or any such reasons would be because of on consumption of your oil and consumption of your milk. So that's where, to bring that uniqueness, to give the society a better health, we have come up with our products where people will know the source of the product.
So it's simple. I mean, like you were telling, I mean, we grow our own products. I mean, could be the sunflower, could be the groundnut, could be the coconut. We grow everything in our own farms, and we run it on a very low RPM. That low RPM is very basics for us. See, if I extract the oil, putting into a machine, it shall be crushed, and the oil can be taken out very easily. But we are not doing that process in the farm. We have two ways. One is the cold press oil, the other one is the bull driven oil. In the cold press oil, it runs on an wooden low RPM machine it is. So we place everything it like the bull driven, it runs on an electric current, but it runs on a very low RPM. That's how we extract the oil through it, and that oil is being packed up. As he said, we keep it to a sun and then filter it through a white cloth and fill it into bottles and sell. Similarly, when we talk about the bull driven, it is a bit costly because it is my bulls who are driving the process to make the oil. So that runs on a very lowest RPM, and in fact I consume the same kind of an oil in my house. I mean, which is purest form of oil, in fact, if you ask me. So that is that is the product that we have got. So our two major products are two best products that we have to talk. It's ghee and oil. So the best quality because we grow them. So, and we don't use any kind of a chemicals, insecticides or pesticides to grow them. It's only my cattle waste like cow dung and gomutra is what we use to grow them. This makes us better in the market in terms of our two best products.
And the health benefits are great.
Exactly.
So what are some of the biggest challenges you faced while building Hebbevu?
See, the process of making Hebbevu Fresh, taking it to a market. See, every time when we go to a market, first question they used to ask us is that, Amith, why is this price so high? First question. Because we know the source, we are growing it, and we wanted to give the value for what we have grown. So that's the reason the prices were high. The second thing, making it understanding to a customer or a consumer. See, today we have a few set of people who understand the process that we are trying to do. Earlier, no one knew that how is this happening. Okay, from the scratch we had to explain it to everyone, telling that whoever comes and buys 1 kilo of a ghee, we had to tell in our supermarket, telling that, boss, this is the entire process that we do. We had to run it in our TV, on a store, tell them this is a process that we are running. This is a process that we do to extract this 1 kilo of a ghee for you. That's how we used to educate people and sell our product. That was on the initial stages. But now, if you see on today's market, there is one brand in every single.
Cheaper alternatives are there, so people are used to
Yeah,
that, I guess.
today, there are many farmers like me. Who are trying to do things in a very religious way. So this set of competition is making us to this is making our path very easier in the market to educate the people. Earlier it was only me who was educating one set of people. Now it is 10 people who are educating that set of people. Whichever customer likes, he is going for it. So that's the best part here.
But isn't competition bad for you?
See, competition is always good, no? When there are many people in the competition, the best product runs out. That's the easiest way. See, I can do something like this. See, for an example, there are many brands in Amazon or Flipkart which they tell about 2,000 orders, or they tell we have delivered 2,000 orders in a month, or we have delivered $1,500 orders in a month. Literally, I have got few agencies who have called me and said that, sir, we'll ensure 2,000 orders is being done on your product. That's a false, that makes the product to go high, and which tells that, oh, okay, someone has bought 2,000 orders, so this is very good. Yeah, there are so many reviews on it. About 1,000 reviews on it. So that 1,000 reviews gives you a trust. So this is happening in the market. There is a agency for every single thing right now. We are overcoming that, telling that, boss, this is the best product. This is what the best that we could do. We have done our best. So it is up to you to consume it. So now we are being better in the market.
See, now he will talk as a front end of Hebbevu Fresh, what hurdles he has faced to get this done. Whereas today, when we talk about the back end, see, as a farmer, what happens today? Okay, I am different than someone else, where we are working out in a natural way. So here, when we talk about natural, it is very difficult for someone to work out in a natural way. Hey, sorry. Yes, darling. See, the major problem what we see in building Hebbevu Fresh from the ground reality, it becomes very difficult. See, for example, today we grow tomato, and someone else also grows tomato. So we'll have to work out with the competitive price with him.
Yeah, exactly.
So here in India, we don't have any a technology where it will determine whether this product is been grown organically or inorganically. No, that is point number one. Point number two, see here, whenever we grow something, it becomes our duty to ensure that we have created our own platform to sell our produced goods. Until and unless we don't create our own platform, it becomes very problem for a farmer to sell his produced goods at a higher value. So that made us to build Hebbevu Fresh to sell our produced goods.
So, how do you ensure scalability without compromising on the quality of your products?
See, today, let's say, for example, for entire Hebbevu Fresh, assume whatever the groceries today we are selling under Hebbevu Fresh, as Amith was saying, 80% to 85% we are growing it. Assume today we are working out with 10 acres of land. The more orders we get, the more land we till, the more cultivation we do. Based on the order what we get, see, based on that we cultivate more our lands and produce more of our products. So that's how we are working out on the back end. Today, he will tell me that, okay, Ashrith, I need Ragi, where Ragi is our major product, because starting from the kids who are at early ages where they have not started eating rice. So those kids are having this ragi sari. People make this ragi sari to feed the kids. So those kind of mothers are buying ragi from us. So that means they have kept a trust on Hebbevu today, and that is also one of our key product. So assume for the entire year, for 1 year, assume we want 1,000 kgs of ragi, and we have produced it. And for the other year, this gets increased to 2,000 kgs. So that means we increase our production by cultivating more land. So that's how we are working out on field to increase our quality.
And the quality stays in
Stays
Yeah,
the same.
yeah.
The same.
See, here, as he was telling, the more orders, the more cultivation that we do. I mean, today, if you see, as he was telling about the ragi, I mean, earlier we were struggling to sell even ragi. Now, in a month, we sell not less than about 2.5 tons to 3 tons of ragi every month. We are already there with almost like 1,000 plus retail stores. We are already there in our online market as well. So we are able to sell ragi in a very higher note. And meanwhile, when we tell about the scalability also, I mean, at any point in time, at Hebbevu, we have started this rule from the day one. Like, even if someone comes and tells us that, sir, we want to sell it under your brand, we are not ready for it. We want to grow everything that we want to grow, and we want to give it as genuine as it is. Like from the day one, however it is, till the day last, it is gonna be the same. I mean, tomorrow we might join hands with couple of farmers who want to do something equally like us. I mean, and we will also evaluate them. See, today we have our farm is technically under PGS, we are technically under Jaivik Bharat, we are technically under USDA certifications. See, this process is happening. This is not to tell that, boss, I'm selling everything as organic. I want to ensure that my farm is organic and sell it in the name of naturally grown. So I believe in that because there is a lot of this what you tell bad usage of this word called organic.
Yeah.
The moment
Yes.
yeah, see, my uncles and my cousins have got a merchandising platform and APMC ads today. I mean, I know the same so-called big brands in the market come and buy I mean goods from my own stores and tell that this is purely organic tomorrow morning in their supermarkets.
Yeah.
I mean, this is happening. I mean, we don't want to do that. I mean, if we want to be limited, for an example, I'm not greedy on the money. I want to give the best product to the country. I mean, the best product to the people. As much as I can grow and as much as I can sell, I'm happy with that. I'm not sitting on like I want to make money. For the reason of making money, I don't want to sell the false product. We grow and we ensure the best product is going to the people. That's what we believe in.
So, how does Hebbevu incorporate sustainability into all of this?
See, this is simple. Under Hebbevu Farms today, if you see, we have almost like almost like 650 plus acres of a farmland. I mean, where we are growing different products and things like that. So everything that we grow, there is also a waste that comes out of the land, like the weed and things like that. We remove the weeds and give as an fodder to the cows. The cattle waste is going as the nutrients to the plants. So this ecosystem is what we have built. And in terms of the electricity, see, you need water to give it to the plants and things like that on every single day basis. We use solar as an support for all our bowels. We use solar as a major support for us to for the production of the, I mean, what you tell, the current and things like that. And we use gobar gas for the consumption of the gas and things like that. So every time we are trying to use our own produce that is happening in the farm, and making an sustainable way of farming methods in the farm. This is where we are today.
See, agriculture or animal husbandry, it is just a dot. Until and unless you complete the circle, starting from cultivation to the processing, to the harvest, to the delivering to the customer, we are completing the circle. And let's say if I sell whatever I produced outside, what money which I make, I am making more than that to ensure the system is running in a sustainable way. And as Amith was saying, we are utilizing the animal husbandry as well as agriculture both at the same time, making both successful, make it run in a faster mode. So that's what making Hebbevu into a sustainable mode today.
So, was there a defining moment when you guys realized that Hebbevu was actually making an impact?
Yes. Yes. When we talk about Hebbevu Fresh, initially, for example, as he was saying, we used to explain every customer to buy a product. We used to explain the process, how we make ghee, the process, how we make oil. From that phase to a phase where it is a demandable product. We say, boss, okay, my production is this much, it is sold out. So that is the impact what we have created in the market. So that means we are aware, we are creating an awareness to the customers by a customer to customer basis or on a digital platform, ensuring that the importance of our product. So that impact is there in the market, and people are trusting Hebbevu, and they are ensuring that, okay, there is a brand where I know the source of the product. So that impact we have created in the market.
See, then we also have many people, their testimonials makes us feel like what you said. I mean, the people who came back to us telling that, Amith, after the consumption of milk, my son was lactose intolerant. I mean, now my son is no more lactose intolerant. He's consuming A2 milk every single day. The mothers had that fear, like if they don't drink milk, the kids' growth would be reduced, something like that. Yeah, something like this. And they were always feeling that their kids were lactose intolerant. The moment they consume the milk, they used to vomit, and this used to happen with them. And now when they started consuming our milk, they started testing our milk for initially 1 week's time. We give this tenure, like, if you want to try it for a week. If fine, then go for the inter-month subscription, things like that. This testimonials made us to make better in the market. Like, yes, we are doing something good. Our presence is somewhere justifying for what we are trying to do. And even in terms of the ghee as well, Amith, when we consume the other ghee, we used to see this pigmentation happening in the face and things like that. When consumption of your ghee, I mean, that's not happening with us. Like this, there are few people who consume our ghee for even the asthma thing. And I mean, like this, the testimonials which we are getting on every daily basis from the customers, which is justifying for the question that you have asked for us.
So even I've got a lot of good reviews.
Thank you. Thank you. So we have many newcomers. See, it's earlier we used to see only graduation for engineering, or else doctor, or else lawyer, or something like that. See, now there is a graduation for animal husbandry, there is a graduation for agriculture, and in Hebbevu Farms, Hebbevu Fresh, Hebbevu Genetics, we have at least about 25 to 30 graduates who are from this this graduation segment, I mean, agriculture graduation segment. That's a trend setting, no? I mean, people who used to do only engineering or computer science, something
Today,
like that.
Afternoon, I got a call from Gadag Engineering College. He's telling me that, sir, I have got my students who have who are on the final year of agriculture and engineering. So, would you be interested to come and take a placement from our college? So this was the requirement. Likewise, we have got many other colleges. People are calling us and asking, "Sir, you want any manpower?" We have got our students who have ready for graduation.
So a lot of potential in this.
Yes.
industry,
See,
and people have recognized
exactly. See, from Hebbevu Fresh or Hebbevu Farms, there were few people who already crossed the borders. Yes, it is not only the computer science engineers who go outside for outsourcing work and things like that. It is also agriculture graduate who also travel with us for different parts of the world. They have traveled for us for Saudi. They have traveled for with us for Egypt. They traveled with us for Turkey. It's like this. Even people are getting that. Support from this kind of an industry right now. Yes, it is everywhere. See, at the end of the day, on the earth, the AI can produce anything and everything, but not the food. So that is the place where we are. So that's a trend setting right now.
See, earlier it was only one thing. Whether you are into plus 12, you have got only two options. Either you want to be a doctor or you want to be an engineer. Correct?
Exactly.
So now, okay, people have seen, the parents have seen, okay, there is no much scope on engineering. Whether you get graduated as engineering, you will see an engineer who was a security guard, you will see an engineer who was a self-employed, you will see engineers who are working out on animals and agriculture. So that means parents have recognized, okay, this is not only two segments, there are other segments to be focused. And now we could see major people are working out, making ensure that they are joining their kids as getting passed out as an agriculture graduates, or doing research on agriculture, doing research on doing higher studies on agriculture and animal husbandry. And those people wants to see, in India we don't have that platform or an corporate system where we can get people into onboarding to a brand. So that
Is happening
right now. See, we have seen in Brazil where kids who are just LKG, UKG, or first standard, they will explain about cows, they'll explain about agriculture. So they start from the scratch from the kids. Here in India, we don't entertain kids to enter into agriculture. We don't entertain kids into animal husbandry. What they feel is, okay, today animal husbandry or agriculture is not a profitable segment, or it is not a money making segment. So better I don't want my kid to enter into this segment. So that is the mindset what people have got. Slowly it is getting changed.
Since he took the word of Brazil, I've seen women, men, the new graduates carrying the laptop in the field. They're working from the field with the laptop. They're accounting what is happening with the crop. See, that's how the change will happen. See, now what has happened earlier, if there is any disease or things like that, you don't know what to do with that. Now you have the system with you. Just get the picture of it, put it in online, take support from someone. So they're working like this in the farm with the tabs, with the laptops, the cow managing and all they're doing. So that's gonna change. See, over the period of time, this will change into a very big way. This is gonna be the best industry in the market.
And farmer will be a king.
So, what advice would you give to an entrepreneur looking to enter into this field?
Advice, see, we are not so big people to give an advice, first of all.
But you have experience and knowledge. So,
It is only one thing, that if you want to enter into this segment, you should know the basics. You should be on the field. You should understand what is happening. You should manage everything. See, I majorly talk from the back end process because I completely take care of back end process. So here, everything matters. You should understand which climate, which crop should be put. You should understand why this climate, why, let's say, you should predict about the next climate. Is there any cyclone which will going to affect? What is the demand in the market? Which product to grow? So we should understand everything, do a proper research, understand things, then execute on the field and create your own platform to sell your produced goods. Only then you will see some money. Else you cannot see some money in agriculture.
So it's always good to tell people that you should have this consistency and discipline. See, two engineering graduates who were into banking then got into agriculture. what made us to be successful right now. I mean, see, he always talks about the back end. I'm a part of back. So 24 by 7, 365 days, we are there in the farm. We have managers, farm managers, supervisors, farm portfolio managers. Many people are there today in the farm, but still, there you should always be there on that notch. I mean, you should always be there to take care of everything on your own, because it is your own. No one will come and take care of it better than you. I mean, because this is yours, you should ensure that it is going to be better. And then the consistency. Never give up. I mean, whatever happens, never give up. And the discipline. See, if someone tells that you should wake up at 6, you should be ready on 6. I mean, if water is coming to you at 6 o'clock, because here in the agriculture segment, so we are benefited with solar right now. But rest of the farmers, what earlier, even for us, we used to depend on the load shedding. I mean, the current comes at night 2 o'clock. Be on time on 2 o'clock in the night. 2 o'clock till morning 4 o'clock or 5:30, there'll be this three phase current. So be there on time. 2 o'clock, be on time on the field. Leave the switch on the current, ensure the water is going. Have a torch. I mean, that discipline towards your crop makes you better. It's not like you sit somewhere and things doesn't happen. Even at the dairy, I mean, the boys should wake up at 3:30 in the morning. Ensure they are waking up. Go check your cows. I mean, if you're doing a dairy farming, go check your cows. You should be knowing the what work your boys are doing. You should be able to milk your cows. I mean, it's not that keep some 10 laborers, they do the milking and things like. You should be able to go check your cows, milk them, ensure their tits are perfect, and see, like this. You should have hands-on everything. You don't depend on anyone for anything. If you are hands-on everything, and if you are maintaining this discipline, and if you are consistency on what you want to do, for sure you would be successful at one point in day.
What would you say is the ultimate value a customer gets from purchasing Hebbevu over other conventional brands?
It is only one word. It is only about transparency. See, anybody who wants to come check where these products have been produced, people can come check how it is being produced, and the truthness. Whatever we are committed on the day one we entered into this segment, which would be maintained for the life until Hebbevu Fresh is there.
Yeah, as you were selling the ethics, I mean, see, we are already making money. I mean, we are good at our managed farm business. We don't want to tell lies for the sake of selling anything. I mean, we are pretty good in our own business. Meanwhile, this brand Hebbevu Fresh is sustaining our major brand, that is Hebbevu Farms. Hebbevu Fresh is somewhere is a motto where we wanted to go with a lot of ethics. Whatever we grow with so much religious way, we wanted to give it to our people. That emotional connect is always there for a brand called Hebbevu Fresh. Because of Hebbevu Fresh, everything is going good at the back. Hebbevu Farms is happening too good. Hebbevu Genetics is working too good. Is only because of Hebbevu Fresh today. I mean, we ensure this ethics is always maintained, no matter what. I mean, you will always see the consistency of the quality that we are giving. I mean, even if someone is coming up and telling that, Amith, you already have a market of 1,000 kilos, you can sell another 1,000 more kilos with bit of marketing. Many people have come to me already now. I mean, that telling like, Amith, we do white labeling for your for our ghee. What we produce, we put your pack. White labeling brand name, and we will sell it in the market behalf of you. There are many people who came to us giving us a lot of bribing things and all. At any point in time, this will never happen in Hebbevu. Hebbevu will come out with a lot of ethics and rules. So we give you this, as my brother was telling, the truthness. I mean, we believe in that. See, it cannot be changed. Today, it is very easy to tell something. I mean, we don't want to do that. I mean, it's crystal clear. The day one we started, see, it's all a bonus for us. Hebbevu Genetics, Hebbevu Farms, Hebbevu Fresh, everything is a bonus to us. So we don't want to rule out our bonus for the sake of a little bit of money. So you'll, the entire consumers today will see the transparency on the products that we produce, and for sure, at any point in time, if they want to come and check the quality of it, we are open with our factory or else our farm, so they can come check how we do it, the way we do it, the process that we follow. And that's what we would like to end it upon. I mean, with a clear note that, boss, this is nowhere I mean, chemical treatmented or else adulterated or anything as such. It's from a pure farm. See, I'm coming here with almost like 1,000 plus cows. I mean, and I've got almost like 400 plus male calves. See, what, I don't get any joy of maintaining 400 plus male calves, right? I mean, we are able to take care of them. I mean, so when I can take care of them with a lot of ethics, also want the same ethics to be passed on to my brand. I mean, that's where we are into. That's how we tell. I mean, Hebbevu stands different from all the conventional brands available right there, which tells that I don't do trading. I mean, I just produce. I'm the farmer, and I produce the goods and I sell it in the market. It's simple. No trading. It's from one farm to your table. Yeah.
This was an amazing conversation. It was lovely talking to both of you. I gained a lot of insights and knowledge, and I'm sure everyone watching this gained a lot from this video.
So it's very difficult for two brothers to sit like this. I mean, it's on a very rare note that we both brothers sit and communicate what we want to tell to the people or the customers or consumers of a product. I mean, it's one good time or a good chat that we had. So we were able to share all the insights of how we run a farm, the way we take care of it, things on the adulteration, and how we ensure that transparency is being shared to a customer. See, this is how we are taking it further, and we both brothers, we ensure that this is always maintained on Hebbevu Fresh, and we ensure at any point in time we never use a word of trading in Hebbevu. It's more about growing them and selling it to the consumers. That's what we would like to tell. Yeah.
So, until next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.